first, I think we should give our pay our respects to Quincy Jones,
Okay.
who we
Yes.
learned earlier today passed away at 91 years old.
91 years old, man. What a life.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's pretty much how you sum up a guy like Quincy Jones. What a
Yeah.
life, because I feel like he experienced so much and
Right.
he accomplished so much, that there's so much to keep saying so much, but there's a lot to talk about when you talk about Quincy
Right.
Jones. He is a music historian, if you will. He was one of the people who was
Yeah.
there
That's
at the
right.
very beginning of a lot of what we know as music today.
Right.
So, black music, particularly. Um, so, thinking about him passing at 91, at least for me, and we say this sometimes, but I just feel like there's such a comfort in knowing that he did experience a lot. He did
Right.
accomplish a lot. He was around to see so much
Mm-hmm.
of what came of the music industry and even lived to talk about it. He's told some of his stories.
Right.
I really want to find this tweet that I saw earlier. Um, but please, if you have anything to say on this subject, please do.
Yeah. Quincy is responsible for lots and lots of fly shit. He's a legend, an icon. I don't know if we get too many more people like Quincy in our lifetime. And he's a rare type of talent. And even though in his later years he started leaking all the tea or alleged tea, you know, to me that only tells us that Quincy stopped giving a F. You know what I mean? Quincy
Yeah.
was just like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. This is what was going on. And I'll be honest, now I feel like we'll never know. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like now only, he took a lot of stuff to the grave with him.
Probably.
And yeah, I feel like Quincy checked out. I'm making jokes when I say checked out, but I feel like Quincy knew a lot of shit was about to get nasty and was like, I'm, I'm good on that. It's time for me to head on. I heard they got Quaaludes up in heaven. You know what I mean? Let me see what's up over there.
I mean, and the funny thing about Quincy Jones is
I thought he was gonna say the funny thing about Quaaludes. About to
no,
say, what you know that I don't know?
I know nothing about Quaaludes, but the funny thing about Quincy Jones is is that he was never afraid to tell a story about another person. That's what made it so interesting, and so he's like that uncle or that grandpa that you got to stay close at the function because you need to make sure that they don't talk too much. So yeah, I mean, I did want to read this quote, this tweet from Naima Cochran,
Go
is
for it.
a writer, but I think that this kind of sums it up. She said Quincy was, yes, one of the greatest and most influential composers and producers of, well, ever. But he was also a living cultural repository. The stories this man carried within him, the things he'd seen, I truly do not think there is anyone left who was in all this who was in all the same rooms or witnessed all the same moments as he did, not even close. And that's kind of, I feel like that sums it up. That's kind of the way I think of him. Like he was around for everything. He's very much like I don't want to say that name, but there's other names in music of people who are up there in age who have been around to see a lot of what has happened. They've been in all the rooms. They've worked with all the artists, that we know as legends. So it's just kind of cool to about that. Like,
Yeah.
some of us could never, like, will never in our lifetimes hold that much experience or knowledge about a singular thing. So,
Yeah. No, I agree. Well said. Good quote there as well.
thank you.